What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bird. You know we back on Bird's Eye View with it. Like always, appreciate the love and support. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the content. I believe we're pushing 900 subscribers now, so we definitely trying to get to that 1,000 mark. It'll be a great accomplishment. So please share the content with your friends, your families. Let them know that you got some banging content here. We're gonna go ahead and kick this party off right with some news coming out of Colorado camp. Of course, Coach Prime pretty much saying, listen, you can't get him if you don't offer him. He's offered every 5-star in the 2024 class. He actually has a legitimate chance of getting a few of them for sure. But you never know with Coach Prime. He can actually get a handful of them. We're going to go ahead and kick this party off, right, with the #1 running back in the country, Jarek Gibson. He's the number 10 overall player, 5'10", 200 pounds, out of Bradenton, Florida. He's also offered the number 2 running back. Now, he's currently committed to Florida State. This is Cameron Davis. He's the number 26 player overall. He's from Albany, Georgia, 5'10", 200 pounds. But we've already seen Coach Prime be able to flip one 5-star Florida State commit when he did that with Travis Hunter. So, of course, you never know there. You also have Jeremiah Smith. He's committed to Ohio State. He's the number 1 wide receiver in the nation, number 2 overall out of Hollywood, Florida, 6'3", about a $185, Florida kid. Of course, Coach Prime's from Florida, so you do have a connection there. Michael Hudson, number 2 wide receiver, number 6 overall player. He's from Temple, Texas. He's 6 foot, about a $186. So you got the number 1 and the number 2 wide receiver offered as well. You also have the number 3 wide receiver, Ryan Wingo. He's the number 14 overall player in the country from St. Louis, Missouri. 6'2", about 205. Coach Prime has the ability to go in Missouri, right, and get a top-level wide receiver. He did that with Kevin Coleman, so don't be surprised if he can do that again. You have Ellis Robinson IV. Now, this one's pretty interesting. Ellis Robinson IV has Colorado in his top 5, right? He's the number 1 cornerback in the country right now, number 13 overall. He's from Bradenton, Florida, 6 foot, about a $175. So you have a legit chance to get Ellis Robinson IV. He's committing on February 1st, so we'll see where he ends up. You have Kobe Black, the number 2 cornerback, number 20 player overall in the country. He's from Waco, Texas, 6 foot, about a $190. We already know at this point, right, he can flip any DB he want to flip, right, if they want to come to Colorado. So it's a good chance, especially with these DBs, that it can be a possibility that he can get them. You never know, but it's a strong possibility. You got KJ Bolden. He's the number 1 safety in the country, number 4 overall player. He's from Beaufort, Georgia. He's 6'1", a $185. He's seriously committing Colorado as well. This is another one that you have a good possibility of getting. You could get KJ Bolden. Stay on top of that. KJ Bolden is highly interested. You have Mike Matthews. He's the number 1 athlete in the country, number 3 overall player. He's from Lilburn, Georgia, 6'2", about a $180. Again, he's an athlete, can play all over the field. We'll see where he ends up. You also have the number 2 athlete. This is Josiah Trader. Again, number 2 athlete in the country, number 11 overall player in the country. He's from Hollywood, Florida, another Florida boy, 6'1", 175. These Florida kids, they love Coach Prime. So just stay on top of that. You have Sammy Brown. He's the number 1 linebacker, number 12 overall in the class. He's from Jefferson, Georgia, 6'2", 225. So we're going to keep track and see if he can get the number 1 linebacker in this class. I know he tried to do that with TJ Capers. He ended up going to Louisville. So let's see if he can get the number 1 linebacker in 24. You have another edge rusher, number 1 edge rusher in the country. This is Colin Simmons. He's from Duncanville, Texas, 6'3", 225. He's the number 5 overall player in the country. Let's see if you can get a top 5 player, number 1 edge rusher. You definitely need some help, right, in those trenches when you want to come and definitely do some things at the Power 5 level. The trench play is valuable and it's important. You also have Elijah Rushing. He's the number 3 edge rusher, number 16 overall. He's from Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, 6'6", 235. Hell of an athlete. Let's see if you're able to, reel him in and keep him on the West Coast. You have Edric Hudson. He's the number 1 defensive lineman in the country, number 8 overall in the nation. He's from Georgia, Beaufort, Georgia. He's 6'3", 255, just a massive kid that can make plays for you. Let's see if you can go in Georgia and get you a 5-star. You have David Stone. He's the number 2 defensive lineman, number 9 overall. He's from Bradenton, Florida, another Florida kid. These Florida kids can play, man. 6'4", 270, another huge kid that can come in, right, make plays for you right away. You have another defensive lineman, Justin Scott. He's the number 4 defensive lineman in the country. He's number 18 overall. He's from Chicago, Illinois, 6'5", 310. Just a massive kid, right? And lastly, you have Cameron Franklin. He's the number 5 defensive lineman, number 21 overall in the class. He's out of Mississippi, 6'4", 260. So you're looking at it, right? You got the top 2 running backs in the nation. Of course, all these kids are 5 stars, right? Top 2 running backs in the country offer. Top 3 wide receivers offer. Top 2 cornerbacks offer. The top safety is offer. He's highly considering you. The number 1 corner is highly considering you as well. You got the top 2 athletes. They're on your radar. You got the number 1 linebacker offer. You got 2 out of the top 3 edge rushers, and you got 4 out of the top 5 defensive linemen. Colorado, Coach Prime, they have all been offered. Of course, you're not going to get all of them. It's not going to happen. But really, you only need a few, right, to help turn that program and continue to turn that program in the direction where you want it to go. You have a solid chance to get about 2 or 3 of these guys for sure. 2 or 3 of these guys have Colorado in their final list. So you have a good chance, especially with Ellis Robinson IV and KJ Bolden, the number 1 safety and the number 1 cornerback. You have a legitimate shot at getting both of those kids. Of course, we're going to track everything here, but I just want to bring you this news. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what time it is. Bird's Eye View.